What is oral communication? Well, oral communication can take many forms, such as a presentation, an interview, a discussion, or a meeting. But what are the challenges with oral communication? Well, the first could be working memory challenges, such as remembering your information or script. And another could be social challenges, such as confidence in delivery. But why is oral communication so important? Well, it's a key life skill, and employers voted oral communication as the #1 skill that they look for. So how do people feel about oral communication? Well, 25% of students fear oral communication because they're afraid to make a mistake in front of others. 77% of the general population fear presentations, and 86% of students with SPLDs struggle with presentations. So how are students currently being supported with this really important skill? Let's take a presentation as an example. The students can be offered to A, skip the presentation, B, present in front of a smaller group, or C, receive no accommodation at all. This is really not promoting a fair chance for the student to develop this skill. And this is why PresentPal was created. PresentPal is an accessible mobile app compatible with iOS and Android. It also integrates with Microsoft PowerPoint. The app is a working memory aid that acts as a set of interactive flashcards to improve communication and support with presentations or delivery of speech. So let's take a look at the app in action and run through some of the key features together. You can use PresentPal to support in your delivery. Whether this is for a presentation, a group discussion, or an interview, you can present your notes easily and control the content in the palm of your hand. The app displays no more than 3 to 5 bullet points at a time, breaking down the information into digestible and accessible notes. The bullet point the user is currently reading is magnified so that they do not lose their place when they look up and engage with their audience. If you see the 3 dots icon displayed next to a bullet, this shows that a safety net is available. Users can store any extra text or images in a safety net to support them with information recall. Now, we all know that practice makes perfect, and that's exactly why PresentPal has a rehearsal mode. Rehearsal mode allows you to practice your content and delivery from start to finish, recording audio, timing the slides, and flagging any areas for improvement. When rehearsing your slides, if you make a mistake or don't like the way something sounds, then just tap the flag button and continue with your presentation. Once you have finished your practice session, you can review the entire rehearsal. Here you will be able to jump straight back to any point that has a red flag beside it and listen back to help work out what may need amending. You can then edit your notes to make them even easier to read or recall. Developing your self-assessment skills and reviewing your content builds your communication confidence and reduces communication-related anxiety. One of the great things about PresentPal is that it gives all users the opportunity to amend the settings and appearance of the tool. This includes the ability to amend the background colour, font, and size that you would like to use for your notes. Simply select the colour that gives you the least visual stress. You can also switch on or off the stopwatch and audio cues. The stopwatch is ideal for supporting timed presentations, and the audio cues function uses text-to-speech software to read out your notes to you as you rehearse or during your presentation or discussion. To make things even easier, there is also a PresentPal PowerPoint add-in, available on desktop, Mac and PC. This can be installed via the add-in store of PowerPoint and can be accessed using the same login details for the app. This add-in makes it much more accessible and easier to create notes alongside your slides, and all of your notes will be synced automatically through the cloud to your mobile app. You can also present and control your slides via the PresentPal PowerPoint add-in. This means you now have everything in one place: your slide clicker, notes, and timer, all in the palm of your hand. So now that we've seen some of the key features of the app, let's take a look at who can benefit by using PresentPal. Here's Billy. Billy has dyslexia and struggles with working memory. So how can PresentPal help? Well, Personalization gives autonomy over colour overlays and accessible fonts, offering improved readability and confidence in delivery. The linear focus aids working memory and allows Billy to anticipate what's coming next. This is Charlie. Charlie has ASD and is preparing for an interview. So why does Charlie love using PresentPal for this? Well, he can personalise the app to suit his learning style and ensure that his notes are presented with the least visual stress. He can also add bullet points to help with verbalising thoughts and ideas. The linear focus helps Charlie prepare for what's coming next, and he can use the safety nets to add visual cues, as he often finds it easier to describe images. Finally, here's Alex. Alex has anxiety and is worrying about a group discussion coming up. However, PresentPal has really helped Alex with this task, supporting both the preparation and delivery of this. The PresentPal PowerPoint add-in meant that Alex could create his notes alongside his slides. Alex also used Rehearsal mode to practice his content to improve his confidence in preparation for the meeting. The linear focus meant that Alex could just pick up where he left off when distracted. And Alex loved the option to add a calming image as a safety net for when he felt particularly anxious. Let's now hear a story from our community. Meet Deb Hewitt, a tutor from Blackpool. She recently shared a story of her student who had a very important university presentation coming up. Deb's student was very nervous. They had dyslexia and public speaking anxiety and had failed this part of the course before. This year, Deb offered her student a chance to try PresentPal, a communications tool that would help her prepare for her presentation and deliver it with confidence. So how did PresentPal help? Well, the magnified scrolling helped them stay on track. They used Rehearsal mode to practice the presentation, and they could personalise the app to suit their visual preferences. PresentPal gave them the confidence to ace the presentation. Here's what Deb said. I'm so happy with the software. It's given me different ways to support my students, and the results are incredible. Here at PresentPal, we now support over 4,000 students at over 100 institutions, and 92% of users said that they felt more confident after using PresentPal. So, that's all from me, folks. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. We'd love to hear from you and find out how you're getting on, so please do get in touch. Until then, have a wonderful day, and I'm sure we'll catch up soon.